My ex-husband, whom I cheated on, is trying to get me back. We've been best friends since I was 5 and he was 6. We started dating at 13 and got married right after school. I know it wasn't the best decision from an adult's point of view, but we were 18, and I needed a way to escape from an abusive family, so. In 2022, we had a hard time. I went through an ectopic pregnancy, and considering that I had a miscarriage a year earlier, it turned out to be a heavy blow. My mental problems, which appeared because of my parents, have become much worse. We were getting further and further apart. I felt very lonely. I was ready to do anything to get someone to pay attention to me. So, I started an affair. It only lasted 4 months, and almost all of that time it was more emotional than physical. But I felt so guilty that I wanted to die. As a result, I got rid of my lover and confessed everything to my husband. In September 2022, we broke up on my initiative. Since then, he has had very short-lived relationships with other girls. I have nothing like that. I never stopped thinking about him. Every day I wondered what would have happened if I hadn't made that mistake. I really love him. He's my family, the only family I've ever had. I know that I was a bad person who betrayed the trust of her lover just to get some attention. Our relationship was falling apart that year, but before that, for many years, he was the best person I've ever met, and I'm not exaggerating. I quite sincerely hate myself for what I did. He didn't deserve to be treated like this. We don't communicate, but a couple of months ago he sent me a bouquet of flowers. Then chocolate-covered strawberries. A fruit basket. A set of perfumes. There were a lot of cute little gifts that I didn't even expect. It's very much his style. Finally, yesterday he wrote me a message where he said that he couldn't forget me, that he still loves me and will wait for me as long as necessary. It's been a year and a half, now I feel even more guilty than before. I want it back too. I still can't imagine myself with anyone else. But I can't forgive myself. I'm afraid it's always going to be an unspoken problem between us now. I would never do that again, but I just don't feel like I deserve him to come back to me. He doesn't deserve a woman who ruins everything either. I haven't answered him yet, and I don't know what to say. I don't want to ruin everything completely. I want what's best for him, not for me.